Just launching a rocket and shit.
Katie, as we're watching this, I mean, the feeling you get when those engines fire up. As we're watching this, first, how are you feeling? And second, tell us how this is going.
Well, you know, I'm not even on that rocket and probably won't be, but I just couldn't even speak. I don't know if you guys were taking pictures, but it's something where, and look at that pattern there. Look at the engines in that picture. That is astonishing. It's so much power. It looks kind of slow as it's such a big, heavy rocket, but it's actually going quite quickly.
Oh shit!
Yeah, to the untrained eye, it looks like it was slow to come off that launch pad, but
because it's so much mass leaving the pad.
And look at what it's leaving in its path. It's remarkable. And now this isn't going to be. They're not going to attempt a vertical landing here. So when eventually it lands, what can we?
So there's two parts that land, and they're not really going to land. They're just going to be come back. I mean, one is the booster. So this is at about 2 minutes and 49 seconds. That's when
shit is in space already.
The lower part of the rocket that has the 33 engines. That's when it and the Starship separate. Those engines cut off. The stage separates, and that's when the rocket itself, Starship itself, those 6 engines will light.
Look at these pictures, Katie.
That thing is in space. Dang.
Preparing for stage separation.
Continuing to fly. 2 minutes 40 seconds. Let's get ready for main engine cutoff. Beginning the flip for stage separation.
This is a big deal. The two parts of the rocket separating. One will fly back but not land.
Katie, does this all look normal to you as it's happening right now?
As of right now, we are awaiting stage separation.
It looks like stage separation might be a little, let's see,
the super heavy booster.
a little bit late. Let's listen to them.
Yeah, Kate, right now it looks like we saw the start of the flip, but obviously we're seeing from the ground cameras the entire Starship stack continuing to rotate. We should have had separation by now. Obviously, this does not appear to be a nominal situation.
Shit.
Yeah, it does appear to be spinning, but I do want to remind everyone that everything after clearing the tower was icing on the cake.
What the fuck? Is this supposed to happen?
All right, Katie.
And there, as you saw,
Yes.
an exciting
Tell us what just happened there. Everybody's talking. Was that separation or?
So there's two big pieces of this rocket. There's the Starship itself, and there's the booster underneath. The booster had those 33 engines. At about 2 minutes 50 seconds, they were supposed to separate. Where that booster is done, it goes back to Earth. And then the Starship's engines light and go. But that separation between those two really big pieces did not happen. And so then it is tumbling as both pieces together, tumbling around. And clearly with the engines led to explosions on the vehicle. You know, I'm sure everyone is really is disappointed in some ways, but this is very much a test. And this Starship project takes very audacious steps for good reason, because it's the ship that will take us to the moon. The biggest goal for them was to make sure they cleared the launch pad so the launch pad could be used again quickly, because they have.
But now this was a development test.
Because
even with the explosions we just saw, you're saying this is a victory for them because they cleared the launch pad, and this is going incrementally in steps.
Absolutely. You know, everything from the fueling to being ready to go, sensor systems, you know, all those kinds of things, all those things went well. Engines, you know, leaving the launch pad. But what's really important about leaving the launch pad, it sounds silly, but if you damage that launch pad, you can't try again very quickly. And this is their modus operandi, is to fail, not to fail, but to basically fail often, take big steps so that you can actually take those steps and see if you can leap ahead as opposed to tiny step by tiny step. And so they took a lot of big steps with this launch. They have vehicles ready to go, starships and boosters ready to put on that pad again.
Put another one back on that bitch.
Soon, but that's what's different about the way SpaceX thinks is, you know, let's take some big